It's 3 o'clock in the morning on November the 17th, 2009. My name's Da Vinci, and I think I'm just going to blather on about stuff today. Not going to focus my subject. Basically, on the weekend, I went to Montreal for our anniversary, our 11th anniversary. And I was able to get into a first class because a friend of mine, my neighbor, actually Doug, he was the pilot on one of the flights, one of the later flights to Montreal. So we decided to change our flight to the later flight, and he hooked us up with first class and let us check out the plane and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool. Now, relating to my subject of gold and silver is money, I happened to pick up a newspaper. I don't read newspapers anymore, and I just happened to decide, well, since it was there in first class, let me just pick it up and take a look. And I went through, and I didn't see any articles that I was very interested in, except one. This one. Now, this article turns out to be not an article at all. It's actually advertisement, and it says so on the top. But what it is basically you can go out and buy books of notes, uncut notes, that you can keep or use as gifts to Federal Reserve notes, no doubt, that you can use as gifts. Now, one of the things the advertisement does says is that this is a great gift because it would always have value. Now, this is a blatant lie because paper money, as we know, throughout all of history, never maintained this value. That's an interesting thing that I just wanted to share with you guys. Now, a lot of other news that's out there is, for example, the tungsten salted bars that turns out that tungsten coated with gold bars was created back in Clinton era. And those bars are either in Fort Knox or some of them got over to China. Now, this is just a rumor, of course. However, you can see that this rumor has some sort of traction because a rumor like this would increase the gold price. And I didn't expect the gold price to go up on Friday. I expected it to go down, and it went up. And I think this rumor is having traction because what happens is investors tend to buy on rumor and sell on fact. So what I see coming down the line is that this is going to run the gold price until this is exposed to be true, and then you'll see a significant amount of selling going on and the prices of gold dropping if it is exposed to be true, which I can't see that happening because it's too big of a scandal, right? For it to be admitted. I mean, come on. The United States government using fake gold. I mean, sure, the government will default on its promises. It has in the past, and it will in the future. For example, it's defaulted when in 1933 when they promised that the $20 was redeemable in gold. They changed that promise to $35. Then they broke that promise in 1971. These are all bankruptcies and defaults. So anyone who tells you that a government never defaults, that's obviously incorrect. The government is the biggest defaulter of its promises in the world. So people who depend on their government for subsistence are deluding themselves because history has proven that every single government defaults. So it's one thing for the government to default on its debt. It's a total another to admit fraud. I don't see a government ever admitting that they actually committed fraud. I've checked out a video lately by Alex Jones. I know Alex Jones scares the pants off of most people. And I want you to consider for a second that what Alex Jones tells you is true. However, what the elite are doing is only throwing stuff against the wall. They know that this is not going to work. But they're just going to see, are you going to accept this this bullcrap? Like us taking away your children, us videotaping your house, us doing all these kinds of stuff. Even the TSA of you taking off your shoe and putting it into a carton. That's only for them to see if you're willing to accept that kind of humiliation, right? That's all it is. That's all that they're trying to do is, okay, well, are you going to do that? Are you going to accept that? Are you going to accept that? So they know that most of this stuff is just not going to fly. But what they are going to do is try to get other things, the more important things, through. And you know what? In order to stop the New World Order, you don't need your government to stop it. They have no power. They are controlled by the New World Order themselves, the bankers and everybody. The only way to stop it is you. You must change. You are the one who must change. No one else. You can't expect someone else to protect you from the New World Order. You must do it. Sorry, that's the bad news. Anyways, if you want to check out that video interview with Edward Griffin, it's in the link in the sidebar. It's a really good interview. It throws in a lot of information about what's going on and how we change directions. And I would suggest is one thing you can do is to start your own business and be your own boss and make your own money, and obviously money being gold and silver. This way you're not tied down to a corporation which is its own fascist dictatorship, a corporation. You must adhere to a whole set of rules, most of which you don't even know of, in the corporation. So, and then on top of that, the government taxes you at a higher percentage rate than any other company or CEO that would be taxed. So avoid being an employee and start thinking of ways to produce a real good that other people want, and you can sell not only for paper dollars, but maybe even for gold and silver. Thanks for watching my videos, and please check out the more information sidebar to see some links.